Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you are listening to me. In fact, we are going to learn about the languages, how to learn it. Let me share its link. Hello, am I audible to everyone? Okay, first of all, learning a language. The most important thing is that how to learn a language. How to learn a language. Hello. So, our main target of learning a language, first of all, the most important thing, you must have asked yourself some questions. Am I audible to you? And you can talk to me if you want. I think chat is also live chat. You can talk to me with live chat if you want to ask any question. So the most important thing is having some questions. You must ask yourself about how to learn a language. The first question is, which target language you are going to learn? Obviously, you probably have all the same target language, that is English. When it comes to your English language, you must know its family also, because it's important to know its family. It becomes really easy to understand how to learn that language, because it is a Germanic language. And if you know what Germanic language is, it began in 5th century. And Indo-Europeans, there was a tribe, and that traveled to Britons, and they settled over there, and obviously they had their own cultures. So tribal cultures, knowing those cultures and studying them, that would help you in learning that particular language. So there are a lot of different languages also. For example, there could be Slavic languages like Polish, and Russian, and Bulgarian, Serbian, Ukrainian languages, Czech Republic language, Czech language. So it also becomes very, really important to know that which language you are going to learn and which family it belongs to. The second thing is you must know your objectives. You must ask yourself a question. Why do you want to learn that particular language? For example, if you're learning English language, so you could have a lot of different purposes because of that based on your own interest and need. For example, you may be traveling to some other country, English speaking countries. Over there, you have to communicate with the people. Or maybe you have to learn some courses in that particular language. You have to take some certificate, or listen to the lectures. That must be an academic language. And maybe you may have some pal or pen friend in some other English speaking countries, or who is really speaking English. So that is another purpose. And some may also have their professional requirements or professional needs. And you can obviously learn according to your own need and approach. The third thing is hopefully the live chat is on, and if you have any question, you can ask me. I'm sure it's not restricted. Okay, then when you come to know that which language you are going to learn and what are your objectives, you must know the culture of that particular target language. For example, if you are learning an Arabic language, their culture is different. And if you are going to learn English language, their culture is obviously different. And if you are gonna learn Russian language, their culture is obviously different. Culture means the way or the manners or of using that language. How do they behave? How do they use their language in particular perspectives or scenarios or situations? So these were the three questions you had asked yourself and come to the conclusion. Now comes the fourth question. You would ask yourself that what is the difference between your language and the target language? That's also very much important to know, because if you don't know what is the difference between your language and the target language, sorry for inconvenience. I think the internet connection is choppy. That's why sometimes it drops and sometimes it reconnects. If you face any difficulty or problem in listening to me, I really seek your pardon. I beg your pardon for inconvenience. Anyhow, you can talk to me later. You can ask me anything in the comment as well. The fourth question is we were discussing about you would ask yourself as the difference between your language and the target language. For example, if your mother tongue or your national language is a Slavic language, means Slavic family, that belongs to Slavic family. As I have already talked about, what are the Slavic languages are? They are Polish, Czech, or Ukrainian, Russian, and Bulgarian, Serbian. These are the Slavic languages because they use Cyrillic language alphabet or sometimes Latin alphabet. So if you are using Cyrillic alphabet, and obviously Germanic alphabets are quite different from Cyrillic alphabet. So uh, okay. Okay, sorry for any inconvenience. There was a question and I was looking at that. Anyhow, when you come to know, because sometimes those who speak Arabic languages are Slavic languages, they don't pronounce it t and d. That becomes really hard for them to speak or pronounce the words with that. For example, they don't say that target language. They say target language. Obviously, they don't have inborn pronunciation of those particular letters or of sounds like t and d. So it's also important to know which language is yours one and which target language you're gonna learn. So after that, you must understand, and obviously, when you understand, you must overcome the barriers. Because sometimes our national language, that is called L1, language one, that is our mother tongue, could be, or our national language. For example, if you're an Urdu speaker, Arabic speaker, uh, a Persian speaker, and you are going to learn English language, there must be some difference in structure, in vocabulary, in cultures as well. So you must know that what kind of languages, your own one, and what language you're gonna learn. The last, this was the question. Obviously, when you have set all set about that, which language you're gonna learn, and what is your target language, and what are your objectives. If you only gonna learn for speaking with English speaking people, or you have to use it in your professional approach, or you gonna learn for making friends, or only having symbolic status symbol. It becomes sometimes a status symbol for some people. They try to speak English. They want to learn English. They want to impress others that they speak English well. So according to the objectives, your approaches could be different. So that because you probably have to learn a formal language, or either maybe a informal language. So on the basis of these, you need to know your approach of learning, and then resources of learning. What resources do you have? The most important thing is when you come to resources, are approach your time. How much time can you spend in learning that particular language on daily basis, and how consistent or persistent you must be in learning that language. Obviously, it helps a lot. It is important. Then, after time and your approach, you need to learn about their target area. What are your target areas in that particular language you want to learn? For example, you just have to improve your speaking, or you have to also improve your listening, or reading, or writing. You also want to learn about your good postures in that particular language. Anyhow, when you come to know about your area of that particular language, which area you are interested in, or which area you want to learn, as per your need. For example, most of the learners who had asked me that what should they do to improve their speaking, because most of the people want to learn about speaking or improve their speaking. So obviously, learning all those four skills in that particular language, speaking, reading, listening, and writing, they have a different approach. And when it comes to speaking, obviously, as they are the skills, you need to practice. Unless you practice, you can improve. You can't improve your language proficiency. For example, if you are learning speaking, so one by one, I will talk about how to improve your speaking. First of all, you must know about your level, which means because students are sorry, I can't right now answer to your messages. I'll answer to you later. I'm noting down your messages, and I'll reply you later. Anyhow, right now, when it comes to speaking, the first important thing is shadowing. You probably know about shadowing. You probably go through listening to different native speakers, and the podcasts, YouTube channels, and native speakers are listening to some TV chat programs like CNN, BBC News, cartoons even, or whatever you have interest in. So in those languages, you must know that what is your level of speaking that particular language. For example, if you are a beginner, your approach must be different. If you are intermediate learner, your approach would be different. And if you are advanced learner, your approach could be different. So, so shadowing is important for speaking. Listen to the speakers, native speakers, and repeat after them. That is shadowing. The second thing is contractions. When you come to know that what's the role of contractions and how they are used in the daily communication, how do the native speakers use those contractions in their communication? So contractions are important. The third thing is use that particular language in daily conversations. I know probably most of you. Hi, hello. Most of the students are asking me or just poking me hi and hello. Sorry, I can't reply right now in the messages. I'll reply you later, or you can talk to me on through WhatsApp or Telegram, according to your own region you belong to. Anyhow, contractions and daily conversations. You must use that particular language in your daily conversations. I know most of you probably ask me that it's how could you use that language in your daily conversations when you don't even know the single word. So it's important that you must not be worried about the language or the words or the phrases or the sentences. How much do you know already? So you must be very careful about using those, even single word you know. You must know in which situation or in which type of conversation you can use that particular word. So must use it. Rest of the language, or rest of the communication, rest of the your discourse could be in your local or native language. Your mother tongue could be either you are a Russian, you are speaking any other language. You can keep speaking in that particular language or communicating in that language, but wherever it comes to use that word, you must know or you have learned, must use it. That's important. Anyhow, then comes the situational conversations. Uh, there are a lot of different situations in which you use that particular language. For example, if you are using at the airport, you are guiding someone on the road to where to go, how to guide the instructions, how to go through the instructions of that particular, follow the instructions. Instructional language is different, obviously. Then improving speaking is also listening to the songs and movies and obviously repeating after them. And if you don't understand the songs and movies and other English, sorry for inconvenience, my internet connection is choppy and sometimes it drops. Anyhow, talking about situational and sorry, listening to the songs and movies. It's very good to listen to the songs and movies, and sometimes it becomes really hard for the beginners or the basic learners to understand the songs and movies or English programs in to grab the clear conception. So you must go to Google, write that program name and or any song or any movie name and download the script. When you write that particular name of the song, for example, you gonna listen to Waka Waka, very famous song by Shakira, but most of probably listeners don't understand what she sings. Then you must go to the Google, write there Waka Waka script, and the Google gives you a complete script of that particular song. Open it in front of you, either on the mobile phone screen or laptop screen or on your TV screen, and then obviously listen to that song and then match your words with the script. So it becomes really very easy to understand that song. After learning through songs and movies, there is important about recording yourself and repeating. That's really very interesting technique, and you would love to do that. Sometimes you stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself and creating different situations. Sometimes you don't have any partner, speaking partner, so you are your own partner. You can find a lot of people who want to learn English language in the community and your community and the community of the globe, and rather in global community. They want to have conversations with you. Obviously, that would improve your speaking skill. But most of important is that don't waste your time on finding out your speaking partner. If you don't have any speaking partner, you must stand in front of a mirror and then speak to yourself, create questions, and then yourself answer to those questions. And then you probably can record your own voice. For example, if you are sitting in a room, in a park, in your office, whatever the situation is there, you can describe it for at least 1 minute or 30 seconds. In the beginning, it is not necessary to you for you to record a very lengthier communications or conversations, but rather 30 seconds or maybe 1 second, 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes are that are enough. After recording that particular conversation in your own voice, then again listen to yourself. Listening to your own conversation, you would find out a lot of things that are probably be not up to the standard, up to the mark. You probably have made mistakes. After learning those mistakes, and you can rectify yourself, otherwise you can find a lot of YouTube channels and free resources like webinars and live streaming, as I am live now. You can ask questions in for that particular hindrance or trouble or problem you are facing in learning that language. When it comes to speaking, the next thing is thinking in the target language. Sometimes it's really very difficult to think in that particular language because your language, your native language, your national language, your first language, that could be quite different. And you don't have a habit of thinking in that particular language. For example, if you are sitting in a room and you don't know a lot of things, you can look around. There could be a lot of things that you don't know the words or vocabulary or the names of those particular things. Maybe AC, maybe mirror, maybe curtains, maybe a curtain holder, maybe a curtain binder, maybe a table, maybe a cable, maybe a cable switch. So every learner who is basically not as the native speaker, he or they must have the habit of learning that language first of all in their native language and then translating it into the target language. For example, if I am an Urdu speaker, I first think about a lot of vocabulary words in Urdu. Then I would try to translate it into English. Obviously, it wastes my time. It creates a problem or hindrance in learning that target language. So you must think in your target. Sorry for interruption. My internet is a little choppy and it creates trouble for everyone. I really beg your pardon. Anyhow, we were talking about your having a vocabulary book with you. That's really interesting. And that must not be an ordinary vocabulary book you have with you. For example, if you are learning English and you write the very basic words in your vocabulary, for example, go, come, ride, drive, pluck, and smell, taste. These are the very basic vocabulary. I thought you shouldn't have written that. You should have written the basic words against the advanced or more improved vocabulary. For example, if you are, we talked about the curtains. So there could be, that is only a thing that covers something, or you wanna hang it by the wall. But sometimes you probably know that what is, if you wanna hide your face. In some Islamic cultures, many people wear veils. So you must know that curtain is different, veil is different, and walaikum assalam. I'm really sorry I can't reply right now in the messages. I'll reply you later. I'm trying to save your messages, and you can ask me anything or any question directly through my YouTube channel comments or in my yeah, sure. Please ask a question, whatever the question. I think I haven't restricted your mics. You can open your mic and ask a question directly. Go ahead, please. What is your question? I'm waiting for your question, please. What is the difference between a gerund and present participle? Oh, very really interesting. Obviously, gerund plays the role of noun, but present participle is the plays the role of a verb. For example, if I say playing is my hobby, so playing is a gerund in the sentence because it plays the role of a noun. But if you say that I am playing right now, so playing in this sentence after a helping verb is playing the role of a verb. Anyhow, right now, I'm really sorry because I'm not teaching the language over here. I'm giving you some hints and some uh, tricks or tips how to improve your language. If you want to learn more about the deeper meanings or anything about the grammar, about linguistics, about syntax, about anything else, you can talk to me later through my WhatsApp group, WhatsApp or Telegram. So I have around every type of communication. For example, if you are using emo, I have an emo. If you are using Instagram, you can talk to me through Instagram. Anyhow, it's not a limit. I hope I answered your question. Is it clear? Oh, really? Thank you. I feel obliged. Only pray for me. I need your prayers. I need nothing else. I need your prayers. If I could help you in any way, that's the biggest honor I could have with me. Okay, the next point improving your speaking is talk to yourself. Thank you very much. Thank you. Talk to yourself. Whenever you want to learn English speaking, or you want to improve your English speaking, you must talk to yourself, because it's really hard to find out a speaking partner. You must speak to yourself. You are your own partner. Stand in front of a mirror, speak to yourself, or open up your recorder, phone recorder, and record yourself. Then listen to your own recording later, and then find out what is the difference between your real speaking and your recording, and if you haven't made any mistake. And one more thing that's really very important, I would love to tell you that never hesitate to make mistakes. There's a great English scholar, I have forgotten his name. He once said that if you want to learn second language, and English is obviously our second language, you must you must make as many mistakes as you want. And obviously, making mistakes is really important. And I would rather say to you to celebrate your mistakes. If you make one mistake, probably celebrate it once. If you have made 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 20 mistakes, that's okay. No problem at all. So, learning a language is obviously making mistakes again and again. Anyhow, the next thing is improving your listening. There are a lot of people, a lot of English learners. They ask me that, sir, my Walaikum assalam, and I'm really very sorry I can't reply right now, because right now I'm talking about how to improve your listening skills. We have already covered that what are your objectives in learning that particular language and how to improve your speaking. Right now, we are switching towards the second skill, that is listening skill, how to improve your listening skill. Many learners, thank you for understanding. Many learners ask me that, sir, how to improve our listening. They probably say, sir, my speaking is good, my writing is good, my reading is also very good, but my listening is not very good. So, how to improve listening? So, first of all, listen. Whenever you listen someone, try to note down the key points. I don't ask you to note down everything. For example, you can't write down or jot down each and every word I am delivering in the lecture. You probably note down only the keywords. Which keywords are important? Obviously, that's a skill. And then write them. After highlighting those keywords, you must go through listening to the movies, songs, TV shows, and obviously, after every 1 minute, probably, or in the beginning, you can set your goal to listen to only 30 seconds of that particular program. In that program, you must listen for at least 30 seconds or maybe 1 minute. After listening to that particular span of time, pause that video or audio, whatever you are listening to, and then try to write down the gist. Try to write down the summary. Try to write down the main points or theme or central idea or the main idea of that particular either. And I don't want you to listen to everything. Obviously, your ears are not very familiar to that every kind of learning. Sorry, speaking. So you listen to your interest. For example, if you love sports, you may go to the sports channel, 10 Sports, or any other you like, and listen to their commentaries for 1 minute or 30 seconds, then write down what the commentator has said. If you love your religion, there are a lot of channels those speak or discuss their religious issues. You can listen to them, and obviously after 30 seconds on 1 minute or 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute, you may stop or pause that channel, and then obviously write down what the speaker has said. If you are interested in any other academic or news, for example, you can listen to the BBC or CNN and exactly the same time for around 30 seconds to 1 minute. And after listening to that program or news for 30 seconds to 1 minute, pause it, stop it, and try to write down the main points what the speaker or the newscaster has said. Hopefully, all the points are clear and you are noting them down. You are trying to note down all these points because they are important. And if you don't have a notebook with you or a pen with you, obviously it shows their seriousness, how serious you are in learning that particular language. And learning that language without a pen and a paper, that's really difficult. I'm delivering a lecture, and right now, and at that time, I also have a pen and a paper with me, and I'm trying to note down all the points that are important. Anyhow, then comes to your podcasts, and the most important thing in listening is understanding the rhymes, rhythm, intonation, tone, pitch, and obviously stress. If you don't know these things in pronunciation, you would hardly be able to segregate the differences or segregate the meaning of that particular word. Because sometimes the word, the stress and intonation on that particular word or a sentence changes the meaning of that news or any information that is being imparted to you. And if you can, you should learn some languages with subtitles, or for example, some movies or some English programs with subtitles. That is really very important to learn a new language. Okay, then comes reading. After learning how to improve our speaking and listening skills, now we come to the reading. First of all, the most important thing is that you cannot build your interest in reading unless you have your interest in that particular genre you are reading. For example, if you, first of all, you must know your level. You are a beginner, you are a basic learner, you are advanced learner, you are a intermediate learner. So after judging your level, you must know your interest. Either you are interested in sports and games, either you are interested in your learning your religion, or either you are interested in listening to the news because you have an interest in being updated in the world affairs or national affairs. So global affairs are important these days as Iran and Israel war is going on, and through these war commentaries or war programs on TV channels or radios, you must learn a new vocabulary, new setup, new jargons, new structures, and that would improve your personality. Knowing a lot of different vocabulary and using that in a particular situation or scenario, it improves your personality. It becomes your personality trait whether you listen very good. For example, I just have said listen, listen, listen again and again. I'm speaking listen, 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 and listening. And if I say Please speak up. I'm all ears. It sounds more good and individual, improves your individual personality. I'm all ears. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm all ears. So all ears is a phrase. So you must know a particular phrases and vocabulary that could be used in the different situations and scenarios that obviously stand out to your personality, stand out to your individuality. Then, improving your reading, you must ask your the basic questions. You probably have heard about the basic sentence structures like, sorry, ask question words like who, what, when, where, why, and how. For example, if you're reading a novel, so who wrote it? Who is the main character of this novel? And then what? What are they talking about? What is the situation is being discussed in that particular text, and when, what is the time of that year, what is the particular situation in which that is being set. So settings is also important. Where, where it happened, who did what at particular situation or particular time or in a particular region or area. Obviously our behaviors change according to the places also. If you are living in a city, so you move to the village, obviously your behavior would change accordingly dealing with those people. And if you are living in a village and you move to some forest or you are visiting some jungle, probably your, I'm really sorry, my connection, internet connection is dropping again and again, and my internet connection is a little choppy. That's why it becomes really hard for you to connect with me. Sometimes probably be really hard for you to grab what I was talking or reconnect with the previous concept. So I really seek your pardon. Then why? Why it has happened, the reason, finding out the reason for everything, why it happened in that particular context or text, that's important. And then how it happened. So asking these basic questions, whatever you are reading, whatever the context, or sorry, text or content you come across, asking these basic questions would improve your language proficiency. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. So they are very simple. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. I'm repeating for your convenience. If you want to note down, that is important for your language learning. So, whenever you read some text or content, always ask yourself a question that who and what, when, where, how, and why. Now, switching towards our last and the final skill, that is the writing skill. There are a lot of different things you must know about euphemism, how to talk politely with the people, and how to talk with the native speakers, how to talk with the people in the community, how to talk with the people in your places and your professional setup. I thank you for listening to me and bearing me for that much hard. It's really around an hour that we are going live. And the last skill, I would not take your too much time now. It's about improving your writing skill. As I already have discussed, as I already have told you, that improving your writing skill, as it is a skill, any skill rather, even listening, speaking, that comes through practice. So practice, 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 practice. The more you practice, the more you be proficient in using that language. So if you are learn about how to improve your writing skills, keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. So it's not important. I'm not saying that keep writing from dawn to dusk, keep writing every time, keep writing everywhere. No, 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 no. I haven't asked you to do that. I asked you to write down consistently. I asked you to write down persistently. Means you probably sat down only 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 10 minutes on a daily basis to write down something. You probably go for free writing. You probably go for writing an email. You probably go for writing a letter. You probably go on writing a message. Even these minor writings improve your skills, writing skills. Even if you are texting someone, you are writing a message to someone, and obviously if you write with correct spelling, with correct sentences structure, using the complete, precise, and to the point sentences, and obviously having an appropriate vocabulary in your even day-to-day conversations, you are texting someone on the telegram, on the instagram, on probably you are commenting on facebook post, or even you are commenting on my live chat. Try to use the precise, to the point, and very short and simple sentences. It improves your writing skills. And try to observe using the correct punctuation as well. Which sentence, which letter could be capital, which could be small, where I had to put a question mark, where I had to put the full stop and a comma, and these things. Obviously, these improve your personality. And all these things improve your writing skills. So, General writing means you write your everyday activities, and you serialize them with the 1, 2, 3, your first entry, your first second entry. What did you do on that particular day, or probably your daily habits or activities from dawn to dusk? What are you doing? What did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? Or your plans writing are also very important. For example, what will you do tomorrow? That's also important. And story writing, creating very short and simple stories, that is also important to go through. And obviously, then comes the vocabulary, that is spaced repetition and learning new vocabulary. Don't rely on your existing vocabulary. You probably have learned a lot of words maybe in English language, but don't satisfy yourself with that vocabulary that it's enough to speak. Always try to improve one day daily, or one day each day, one word each day, sorry, one word each day with the advanced word. For example, I am saying write down, write down, write down. So learn to know that there are other ways of saying write down. For example, you probably say note down, you probably say jot down, you probably say uh, write in. So there are a lot of different things, or different perspectives or situations in which you can write different things. Anyhow, our today's this live session was based on learning how to improve your language skills, and there could be different educational psychologies as well. Always try to understand your type of learner, what type of learner you are, because there are different types of learners. There are mainly 4 types of learners. Some are the visual learners, they learn better through watching. Some are the auditory learners, they learn better through listening. Some are the verbal learners, they learn better through writing and speaking. And some are the kinesthetic learners, they learn better through experience. So, first of all, identify your own type of learning, which type of language learner you are. Identifying your own type of learner would enhance your or improve your understanding that how well you can learn that language. I hope everything is clear to you. If you have any question, I'm waiting for around 2 minutes. If you are having any question, I'm here to answer your questions. At the end, I have talked to you about identifying your own type of learner, which type of learner you are. You could be a visual learner, you could be auditory learner, you could be a verbal learner, or you could be a kinesthetic learner. Identifying your type of learner would improve your type, would come to know that how could you learn that particular language. So in the end, or summing it up, I'm here for 2 minutes only. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment, or opening your mics, you can ask me question. I'm here to answer your questions, please. Yeah. Is there anyone want to ask any question? I really enjoyed the lesson. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me. It's an honor. Your kind words, your comments. I need your prayers. I just need your prayers. If I could help you, anyone, in any way, that is a great honor for me from Allah Almighty. I need only acceptance of my good deeds, that Allah Almighty may bless me doing these kinds of good deeds in the future also. Anyone who wanna any ask question and ask any question in the next Friday? Next Friday again at 8 o'clock. We'll have again new sessions with the new topics. You must have prepared your questions. Must bring your questions to the session. It's really important. Give me some challenges, because man learns through challenges, and I am also a learner here. I'm not a teacher, I am a learner. So see you next Friday at 8 p.m. according to Pakistan Standard Time. Bye bye. Ameen, Ameen. Jazakallah, Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.